So yeah, my mindset this year is just be intentional with everything I do and help everybody else out around me. So I'm looking to be a resource for all the younger dudes in the receiver room, even outside the receiver room, and help the defense out as much as I can.
There are a lot of young guys in that room, but is part of it also making plays? You've been around. You guys need older guys to also make plays.
Yes, I mean everybody out there making plays. Dre Green, for example, he came out first day he was in, and Gavin Blackwell, he was doing great today as well.
What are your thoughts on Andre?
Andre, he's gonna be a dog. He is.
What stands out about him?
For the first part, he real physical. Ever since he cut on the film from yesterday, I can tell that he was real intentional with his hands and he know what he's doing.
Does it look like he's maybe faster than he appears? He looks like he's just kind of gliding, but he burned by a few guys yesterday. He looked almost effortless.
Yeah, he got some speed behind him. He definitely do.
How quick would you say he's kind of been absorbing the system and everything, all the tactics he needs to know?
As far as learning the offense, I think he's learning it pretty well. It's of course it's gonna take some time, but compared to other dudes, I think he's definitely picking up on it pretty good.
You spent a number of years, obviously, working with Sam. How are Drake and Jacoby different, maybe, in how they handle an offense, how they throw the ball, those such things?
I wouldn't say there's a big difference. They definitely all got something that's unique about them, and I think all three of them, Connor, Drake, and Jacoby, are great players.
How are you viewing the opportunity that's here before you? You got a chance to be the number 2 besides Josh Downs.
I'm here to do as much as I can, be the best me, and just do better than I did last year.
How would you compare the receiver room this year to like what you experienced the last couple of years? Guys like Dami, Daz, as a unit, as a compare?
As a comparison, I think this receiver group is actually tighter than it was. I mean, of course it was tight back then as well, but as far as older dudes like me and Justin, I think we're the only seniors in there. So just me and them being the old heads in there, and Josh, of course, and we all just were there together with the younger guys as well.
What was it like getting to play in front of some fans today?
Oh, it was fun, of course, and it's always good to see people out in the stands cheering you on.
Who'd you give your ball to out there?
It was a little girl that got on the number 0, and it was a great feeling just to see people smile.
Now that fall camp's here, have you seen Drake and Jacoby kind of take on a different edge, a different layer of focus and edge, that kind of thing?
I think they've always had the same focus. Of course, it's amped up since fall camp's here, and we're about to jump into the season. So they're definitely approaching the game in similar ways, and they're both hungry and they support each other.
Antoine, when you went back and sort of assessed how your season went last year, just individually, like what did you like about how you played, and what did you want to improve? It's like, what was your overall take on what you did individually and what you like to do for this season?
So my overall take, I'd say like after certain games, if I didn't feel satisfied with my just the way I competed on the field, I worked on having short-term memory. So next game, I would just erase everything that happened before that, even if I had a good game, and I just approach the next game the same way I did the last.
Is there anything physically, technically, you wanted to work on the offseason to improve?
Nothing specific, but I definitely dropped some weight so I can move a little better.
Have you seen the benefits of that weight loss?
Yes, sir.
Your speed?
Yep.
Okay.
Antoine Mack has stressed the importance of leadership, kind of improving from last year. What has this group of veterans, yourself included, kind of done to maybe emphasize that more in the locker room?
So in the locker room, I say we've been working on holding each other accountable for the most part, because in the past it wasn't as, like, we didn't preach on it enough. So as far as like meetings with the leadership council and all that, we definitely have been pushing accountability a lot.
Why do you think you guys were inconsistent last year? It's been a word Max used a lot.
Lack of leadership, that's what I think.
Along those lines, some of the guys at the kickoff in Charlotte last week mentioned right after the South Carolina game, the bowl game, what the locker room was like. Some of the guys got up and talked, Mac talked. Like, they maybe pointed to that as kind of a big moment. Like, what do you remember about that, and just how the mood was, how the vibe was, and what it felt like?
It was definitely like, it was not a good feeling at all to go out there and lose in a bowl game, especially against South Carolina. But it's definitely like an eye-opener for a lot of people in the locker room as well, even the coaches, because we had some players stand up and speak their mind on the way they want to approach next season and how they don't want to settle to be 6 and 7 again.
Moving forward, how going from that to this point now, we only day 2 in the camp and stuff, but how anxious are you to get out there to prove, to get out into a game, and how anxious is this team to get out there to prove to everybody that we're a different team?
We're definitely ready to get out there and just show everybody what we got. I feel like we've been doubted a lot, and we know what we have, so we'll put that on display.
The early start for camp, as opposed to previous years, is it make any difference to you? Are you just ready to get going, or would you have liked to have that extra week off?
I mean, it don't really make a difference to me because I've been here for a while, so it's like 4th, 5th camp, and I approach everything the same way.
Are there any challenges with it being early or benefits to it being early? Like, you know, is there anything, you know, most everybody else isn't practicing right now. Is there anything good, bad?
Yeah, I think the benefits compared to other teams is we get an early start, and we just get to get a feel and build chemistry on the offensive side and defensive side. So, yeah.